Now we're going to go ahead and run through the camera system. This is how you'll access all of your live and recorded surveillance video on the property. There will be a link on the desktop similar to this one that says cameras or surveillance. What we're going to do, let me go ahead and close this out so we can go back to the login screen so you're familiar with that. So now what you're going to see is this login screen. You're going to type in your username and your password. Again, do not share passwords. There we go. So now it just takes a minute for all the cameras to load. You can see here that we've got the whole property pretty well covered here. Anytime you want to go to a single view from this view, what you would do is you'd go ahead and double click on that camera and it'll go to a full screen mode. Now when you're in full screen mode, if you want to zoom into an area, and this is true on both live and recorded video, you would go ahead and click this little magnifying glass icon there and then just select an area here. So let's see, I wanted to zoom in on the front door. You'll see it creates that red box there for you. Then it'll go ahead and give you a zoom of that front door. To exit the zoom function, just go ahead and hit it again and it'll go back to the normal full screen. And anytime you want to go back to the full 16 cameras, you'd go just hit 16 and you're good to go. That'll bring you back there. Now this slider function down here, you can drag it back to view recently recorded video. You've got skip 15 seconds back, skip 15 seconds forward, reverse, skip, pause, all of that good stuff. That's if something recently happened. Now if you want to search video, what you'd go ahead and do is you'd click this button right here. You'd click that magnifying glass. So now what we would do is we would decide whether we wanted to search continuous, motion, alarm, manual, or VCA. Everything on this property is going to be motion, so we'll just go ahead and select motion. Now what we'll do is we'll select our date and time that we want to search. So I want to search today, but I only want to search, I'll go back and search. There we go. There's our pop-up window back. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is I only want to search the leasing office, so I'm going to go ahead and click search. And this will bring up all of my motion events during that time period. So I can just double click on one of those motion events and it'll bring it right up for us. Now that I've determined the time frame that I want, what I would do to download the video to give to the authorities or whomever, I'll go ahead and click this down arrow here. And what that does is that brings up our pop-up window. You want to limit the amount of download time. You want to kind of tighten that area up, because if you try to download a half an hour or an hour at a time, it's going to take quite a while and it may even freeze up. So you want to limit that to about 5 minutes if you can. Typically that's a good time range. So what you'd do here is you'd select your date, your time. Once you've got all that done, you'll select the camera that you want to export, and then you just click download. Now it'll tell you right here where the status is of your download. And I did 10 minutes. I should have done shorter just for the training, but there you go. Now your file has been downloaded to this file right here. It may be different on your computer. I'm sure it is, but always take note of this because that's where all of your downloaded files are going to end up. So it'll typically say the camera name or time frame or what have you. So that's pretty much it for the camera system. It's very user-friendly, very easy to use. There's other guides and tutorials, some quick start guides on our training website. The links to those are on the desktop of your computer. So obviously you found it if you're watching this video, but always refer to those if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you very much.